Hey, what's up everyone? Thank you so much for all your support, your tweets, your phone calls in the police department. Really quickly what happened. So the police here are saying that no arrests have happened at the DNC. And it's because they use this tactic of basically unlawful, unconstitutional mass detainment where they can just sweep people up, detain them for hours. They do this for sometimes days, and then release people with no charges essentially other than a citation. And then just say, no arrests were made, their hands are clean, but at the same time, it's so abusive what's happening, and then they just treat people like shit in custody. So my partner Mike and I, producer for Empire Files, were trying to get to this action where there was mass civil disobedience arrests happening. It was at a public park away from the convention center. We got dropped off in a parking lot, tried to get to this action. The roads were blocked, the train stations were closed. I mean, police were making it as difficult as possible to even get to this action or cover it. It was very confusing of how to get around. So we realized that we were fenced in this parking lot. One cop said, hey, we were asking him, how do we get out of here? And he said, go to this exit. Pointed us down to the exit, completely complying with police orders. We walked toward the exit. About 5 feet from the exit, another female police officer came up, said, where's your credentials? You have to have credentials to be in this area. We're credentialed journalists, but we weren't credentialed to be in the DNC. So as my partner, the producer, was telling her this, she grabbed my shirt very aggressively, my dress, ripped it, and said, arrest her, to these other two officers that were standing at the entrance. And she said, arrest her for disorderly conduct. I was just shocked. They twisted my arm extremely hard. My wrists were in excruciating pain. They zip-tied them as close as possibly they could. It was a very, very awful experience. Aggressively manhandled me. 3 police officers were on me on this fence. I didn't even see any arrests happening. It was just so shocking. It was so random. I was just stunned, and I kept saying, we're credentialed journalists. My producer was saying, look, we were told to come here by another police officer. And so they carried me to this paddy wagon, totally separate from my producer. I had no idea what was going on. I just thought that I was spending the night in jail, and I was just trying to accept my fate and how unreal what was happening was, and how just they didn't give a shit that I was a journalist. They didn't care that I wasn't doing anything wrong. She just wanted to flex her power, and it was so intense. And so I was outside of this paddy wagon, and I was just aggressively manhandled, exposed, then thrown in, in an empty paddy wagon that was freezing cold for at least 2 hours. But to me, it seemed like an eternity because I had zero concept of time. And no one would answer my questions. I was just in there thinking, wow, people have it so much worse. And I was just kept thinking about what people go through. And luckily, once they brought me to what I thought they were bringing me to a jail, instead it was an elementary school that they were using to process these mass detentions and mass arrests. And so this is a tactic. I luckily was out of there in a couple hours. I thought I was spending the night in jail, but what I didn't realize is that I was lumped in with these other civil disobedience protesters who were processed quickly because the cops kind of knew what was going on and wanted to appear to the public, and the DNC wanted to appear to the public that everything's nice, peaceful, and harmonious here, and that there's no resistance, when in reality there's mass civil disobedience going on all over Philadelphia. There's mass marches, mass protests, and mass arrests and detentions, where today my arm's in a brace, and it's just really stunning to go through that experience and to know that this is what police do to people every day in this country. Thank you so much for all your support, the outpouring of love and support and everything else, and thank you so much. And if anything, this just amped me up and inspired me even more to keep fighting. Thanks so much, you guys.